Hello my dear students, good morning to all. Today we are going to learn second semester books chapter number 1. Name of the chapter is Our Body. Let's start the chapter. Below are some of the very important activities that humans carry out throughout their life. This picture is shown. First picture we can see that one boy and a girl is breathing, and another picture a boy is eating, and third picture we can see that a person is working. So to do all these things we need energy. So how this energy we get, or human body gets all these things, we are going to learn in this chapter. So let's start. Do you know where the air we breathe in and the body we eat go inside our body? Do you know how the energy we get from food is distributed in our body? To carry out the tasks shown above, we have different sets of internal organs inside our body. Try to match the below internal sets of organs that support the above actions. So here is some organs shown, that to what purpose which organ gets used. Let's learn about that. In the first picture it is shown that some intestine part of our body. So this is used for digesting our food. Next one is shown a full body of a person. So this is the uh, picture that gets used to work different works. And last one is shown that a person's mouth, windpipe, and as well as lungs. So this is used to for breathing. So the food we eat is digested by our body, and also from that uh, food that provides energy to our body. So from that we get energy to work as well as to breathe. Let's read. Our body is made up of different parts. These parts perform different functions. Eyes help us to see. Ears help us to hear. The nose helps us to smell. The tongue helps us to taste. The skin helps us to feel. Legs help us to walk, and hands help us in doing works. So these are the parts which help us in different way. The eyes, we can see or we can read with the help of eyes. Then ears, any kind of sound we hear from ears. Then nose helps us to smell different things, or and the tongue helps us in tasting different kinds of food, and also the skin helps us in feel different kinds of things, like it is cold or hot, we can feel through our skin. Body parts such as hands, neck, and legs are external parts of our body. So hands, neck, and legs are our external parts of body. These are visible by our eyes. But do you know there are some parts inside the body as well? The brain, lungs, intestines, and kidneys are external parts of the body. So brain, lungs, intestines, and kidneys are internal parts of our body. These parts work in different ways, like brain helps us in thinking, lungs help us in breathing, and intestines helps us in digesting our food that we eat, and kidneys helps to purify our different things that we eat. What is the body made up of? Let's learn about that. The body is made up of many thousands of cells. Cells are the smallest unit of life. They are called the building blocks of life. A group of cells that performs a particular function is called as tissue. A group of tissues that performs a particular function is called an organ. Stomach, brain, eyes, ears, nose, and skin are examples of organs. Group of organs that perform a particular function from an organ system. Different organ systems work together as one unit. Each system helps the body function normally. So our body is our entire body is made up of different cells, like different kind of living cells. So in that, different organs are included, like heart, hands, ears, stomach, or different organs are there. These all are together called organ system. So this is the formula that is made up of our body. So cells, then again come tissues, organs, organ systems, and living body. First of all, it comes small parts are called cells. Then again comes tissues. Then becomes organs like eyes, ears, legs, hands, skin. Then including all these things are called organ system, like in heart, stomach, intestines. All these are called organ system. Then entire body is called living body. So our body works in different ways. The human body has 10 major organ systems. These are one respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, skeletal system, nervous system, excretory system, lymphatic system, endocrine system, muscular system, reproductive system. So these are the systems that has uh, body. 10 major organ systems are these. So let us study about some of them. We are going to learn some of them, like respiratory, digestive system, circulatory system. All these are going to learn in this chapter. So here we are going to learn about respiratory system. Respiration means breathing air in and out. We all know that in daily life we breathe air in and out. Without breathing we can't live. The organs of the respiratory system are nose, windpipe, and lungs. You know, we can see nose, but windpipe and lungs we cannot see. These are all situated inside our body. The windpipe connects the nose with the lungs. How does the respiratory system work? Let's learn about that. The air that we breathe in through the nose passes through the windpipe and reaches the lungs. So when we breathe, the air goes through the nose and it reaches up to windpipe. Then again it goes to our lungs, where it gets purified and or it gets used by our body. Then in the lungs the air is cleaned. In the lungs, what happens when you know that we breathe oxygen all the time. We breathe in oxygen all the time, then we live, or when we breathe out at that time, carbon dioxide is left by our body. The blood carries the clean air to the different parts of the body. So blood carries the clean air to the different parts of the body. So all the body parts need clean air. Last one, the unclean air again passes through the windpipe to the nose. So when we leave, the unclean air is left by our body. This air is breathed out through the nose. The unclean, the dirty air is left by our body through our nose. In the picture, we can see nose, windpipe, and lungs. Then let's come to the digestive system. How does our body digest our food? About that, we are going to learn in this topic. Food gives us energy to work and play. The food that we eat has to be broken down into smaller parts so that it can be absorbed by the body. Digestion is the process of breaking down food into simple substances that can be used by the body to get energy. Unwanted substances from the food are removed from the body. So digestive system, how it works, like why do we need food? For the work or play. So when we eat food, those food goes inside our stomach. Then our digestive system works like machine, and all the food that we eat are broken into small parts so that it can be absorbed by our body. Then it gets used by our body. The food that is not digested, or like the food which is unwanted, are left by or removed by our body later. In the picture we can see mouth, food pipe, then stomach, in small intestine, large intestine, and anus. Anus works for uh, removing unwanted food from our body. The organs of the digestive system are mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. How does the digestive system work? Let's learn about that. Digestion of the food starts in the mouth. So when we eat, it starts from our mouth itself. Digestion process is started from our mouth itself. When you see some tasty food, your mouth waters. This watery substance called saliva mixes with the food when you chew it and makes it soft. So with the help of saliva, we can chew our food that we eat and makes it soft to chew. The chewed and soft food passes through the food pipe to the stomach. In the stomach, some digestive juices mix with the food and break it down into small substances. So when we chew, and after some times, the soft food passes through our food pipe to the stomach. Then there some digestive juice comes out from our body. Then all the food that we eat becomes very small substance, and then it gets used by our body. From the stomach, the food goes to the small intestine. Here the useful substances are absorbed from the food and digestion is completed. So when the small parts of the body foods are goes to uh, small intestine, there all our digestion process is completed by our body. Then the undigested food reaches the large intestine. Here mostly water from the undigested food is absorbed. So all the water that is mixed with our undigested food are absorbed by our uh, large intestines. Then finally the undigested and unwanted food goes to the anus and is pushes out of the body as feces. So finally the digestion process is completed and undigested food whatever is there, the that is left by our or removed by our body through the anus, and this is and pushed by our pushed out by our body. Here we are going to learn about circulatory system. The circulatory system helps in the circulation of blood throughout the body. So we know that in our body there is lot of blood. So how does the blood work in our body? What is the work of blood in our body, or uh, how does it work? Let's learn about that. The organs of the circulatory systems are the heart and blood vessel. How does the circulatory system work? The heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood to different organs. So heart is the uh, uh, thing or a part of our body or a organ of our body that pumps blood to different parts, to our nails, to our toes, or to our different organs. The blood vessels are of two types, arteries and veins. So blood vessels are two types. They are arteries and veins. The arteries carry pure blood from the heart to the different parts of the body. So arteries work is to carry pure blood to our uh, different parts of the body. We know that we have different parts of body like hands, legs, ears, eyes, nose. These are the parts of body. So arteries carry all the pure blood to our different parts of body. The veins carry impure blood from the different parts of the body to the heart. So veins work is to carry all the impure blood to our heart to purify all those impure bloods. So here we can see blood vessels, heart, and a human heart we can see in this picture. Let's recall. So recall means let's re-remember whatever we have learned in this chapter. First one, our body is made up of different parts. Those parts are eyes, nose, ears, legs, hands, kidneys, lungs, etc. And these parts perform different functions. So different body parts has different work. These different body parts perform in different ways. Body parts such as hands, neck, and legs are called external parts of the body. So body parts such as legs, neck, hands are situated outside of our body. So these are called external body parts. The next one, the brain, lungs, intestines, and kidneys are internal parts of the body. So the brain, lungs are situated inside of our body. So they are called internal body parts. A group of tissues that perform a particular function is called an organ. So a group of tissues, there are different tissues, a group of tissue that perform in different ways, and group of organs that performs a particular function forms an organ system. So a group of tissues including all those things, our organ is made up. So this organ works in different ways, and also this including all organs are called organ system. The body is made up of many thousands of cells, and a group of cells that perform a particular function is called a tissue. So our body is made up of thousands of we have already learned that thousands of tissues or cells are there in our body. So body is made up of 1,000 cells. The human body has 10 major organs. The human body has what? 10 major organs. They are respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, skeletal system, nervous system, excretory system, lymphatic system, endocrine system, muscular system, and reproductive system. These are the 10 major organ systems. The organs of the respiratory system are nose, windpipe, and lungs. We already have learned that through the nose air goes in and also goes through the windpipe and it reaches in lungs where air gets purified. The respiratory system helps in the breathing in of air and breathing out of unclean air, and respiratory system helps in breathing clean air inside and breathing out all unclean air from our body. The organs of the digestive system are mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine, and also anus. So through the mouth, we chew our food in our mouth, then it goes to windpipe and also reaches to stomach. At the and in stomach all digestion process is done, then it goes to a small intestine. So those digested food is used by our body in a small intestine, then all those undigested food is reaches to large intestine where mostly water is used by our body, and then all those undigested food is removed out by our anus. Then digestion is the process of breaking down of food into simple substances that can be used by the body to get energy. So digestion process is only for breaking down all food that we eat and also to get energy for our body to work or play. The organs of the circulatory system are heart and blood vessels. So the circulatory means using blood. How do our body use blood? So these are the circulatory system. So main parts of our circulatory system are heart and the blood vessels. The circulatory system helps in the circulation of blood throughout the body. So how it works, like our body has a heart, so that heart pumps all blood to our body. So in this process our arteries carries pure blood to our different parts of body, and veins carry all those impure blood to heart to clean again. Then these are the things we have learned in this chapter. Read it and try to understand it, then mark all those difficult words from this chapter, write in your copy and try to fill in the blanks. Thank you.